This is the Commodities, Scrap Metal, Recycling, and Economic Report by our Bentley roll-up trailers and gondola trailers, open-top trailers, November 7th, 2022. U.S. weekly raw steel production fell slightly to 1.662 million tons as the economy continues to slow. WTI crude oil price rose to $92.61 a barrel on reports that the Chinese government is considering an end to its zero-COVID policy. End of the policy of shutdowns would bring a higher use of oil. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 613. The very slight trend up continues, but it's still well off 2014's 1609 record. U.S. weekly crude oil production fell to 11.9 million barrels per day, about flat for the past 7 months and well off pre-COVID. Word of increased U.S. production has not yet happened. Weekly crude oil exports, yes, exports, hit a record 5.1 million barrels per day, the week of 10/2/22. Exports are great for the U.S. oil industry jobs. Scrap steel number one HMS price is estimated to fall to about $303 a gross ton on slowing U.S. and global demand. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $33.90 a hundredweight, which is $678 a ton, back to 2017 prices. This is on slowing demand and cheaper imports into the U.S. Copper price surged to $3.70 a pound, a 2-month high. This is on reports of the Chinese government considering an end to their COVID policy. Aluminum price rose to $1.07 a pound, which is $23.55 a metric ton, as the second largest global aluminum extruder entered bankruptcy. China's October composite total economy CAC and growth index fell to 48.3, with under 50 being contraction. This was driven by the COVID lockdowns. Factory activity shrank for the third month. U.S. October ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index fell to 50.2, with the slowest growth in factory activity since mid-2020. Higher interest rates are slowing the economy, like the major slowdown that we saw after the 2018 tax cut. U.S. October new jobs report fell to 261,000, but that was above forecast, which concerns the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve wants a looser job market to slow wage growth to slow inflation. Healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, and leisure added the most jobs. The U.S. October unemployment rate rose to 3.7%, which is crazy, but the Federal Reserve likes this. More unemployed means less wage growth, which brings the less inflation we just talked about. U.S. October labor participation rate. This is people 16 years old or older that are working or looking for work. It fell to 62.2%, well off pre-COVID and off previous highs. 62.2 means that 37.8% of people are not working or even looking for work. This is driving inflation. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 465 points to 32,403. This was caused by the new jobs report being higher than forecast. That caused a hint by the Federal Reserve that the December interest rate increase could be another 0.75%. Roll-off truck parts and roll-off trailer parts are for sale at Bentley, Galbraith, Galfab, American, Palfinger, Dragon, and more. Tarp System and Tarp Parts too. Pioneer, Rollright, Donovan, Aero, and more. Order online or call Bentley. Rollers, pulleys, cables, winch straps, tarps, arms, motors, and cylinders, all in stock. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions. I hope all have a safe and profitable week.